Hello YouTube, it's the Stepfordian here with yet another We Need to Talk video, because we need to talk again. Right, so today might be more of a sensitive topic, but I feel like it has been taken so far out of context to the point in which it's not even funny, it's not even good in any way, shape or form. So today we're going to be talking about the whole sexual ideology thing regarding CG. It's disgusting. And we're going to be talking about a channel called SCR Leaks News and Information, a channel in which has 350 people subscribed to watch their trash. So that should give you a clear view of what I think about the situation. So, they basically made a video exposing CG for some of the messages that he has sent. But the problem here is they have necessarily taken things out of context to the point in which it could be seen as CG in reality being an immature 18-year-old sending sexual content to him being a vicious 30-year-old predator. So they even say that, I must remind you that this guy is 30 years old. But in one of the comments, one of the comments asks, are you sure he's 30 years old? But then they say, we admit there was an error of communication. This automatically downgrades their credibility by 90% for me, because if you could get something as long as the age of the person in question, especially when it comes to sexual inappropriate content allegations, you kind of do need to get your facts right. Otherwise, you don't look like a credible source. And right now, since you have the nerve to get his age wrong due to a communication error, what else could you have got wrong due to a communication error? What else? Maybe you missing a lot of context? Well, I'm glad I mentioned that, because here he says, your relations director, CG7033, has sent inappropriate messages, including sexual content, into the supervisor chat. Oh dear. Now you see that into the supervisor chat, which means it's probably the SCR's close circle of friends and developers alike. They probably chat there a lot. That's why CG probably felt comfortable to share such content there. But into the supervisor chat, how did SCR Leaks manage to get into the supervisor chat? Or, now I see two options here. It's probably them somehow miraculously gaining an access to the supervisor chat of SCR, or it's an insider person who are probably close with them, who probably leaked this information to SCR Leaks and Information. Well, that's how it seems, as it says, the following are what we have received via an insider source, the same source that got the age wrong of CG. Right. So here, now, I would like to take this moment to say that I don't defend CG, because what he has sent is quite disgusting and vulgar. But the fact that they have taken this so far out of context to make him look like a vicious, old, nasty idiot kind of doesn't sit right with me. Like, he could be joking, but in a very wrong way, and should not be doing it on any circumstance. But the fact that they took that out of context to really make him look like a vicious, old, nasty 30-year-old nasty idiot kind of doesn't sit right with me. And especially since they can get their age wrong, really doesn't sit right with me. But here's the real problem. If you go to the end of the video, this is your relations director, by the way. This guy thinks just because he doesn't look bad in your eyes, he can get away with it. He We constantly fight against the corrupt system of SCR deploy, and this is another big exposure which proves we are right in every aspect of what we say. This is karma for bantering us. This is karma for bantering us. What? So this suggests that they have contact with CG before, and this, as much as it doesn't sound that clear, this is revenge for something that CG has done to these people in which they haven't mentioned. This video is much deeper than some of you guys think. I think this is some sort of beef between SCR leaks and CG, and for them to get back at CG, they decided to paint him as some sort of sexual, nasty, criminal, 30-year-old, nasty idiot, and make him look bad. And it has worked, as CG has sadly quit his job in the SCR community, which is quite sad. But I think because if there wasn't a problem beforehand, I think they would have taken it as banter, but would have talked to CG about it. I don't think that this is just SCR corrupt system deepish. I think it has something to do with the history of SCR leaks and CG. But you guys also have to remember, this is SCR leaks we're talking about. This channel is based on them leaking updates to us early, which makes them also not in the right. So within the sentence they say, we constantly fight against the corrupt system. What? You mean you constantly fight to leak the content that shouldn't be leaked until they decide that they want to sneak peek it, in which they worked hard on the game for you to then decide that you want to spoil everyone's fun and you want to sneak peek it like the little idiots you are. But then you feel like you have the right to expose some people based on beef that is definitely more deeper than it seems. You are influencing a bunch of 13-year-olds to subscribe to a channel in which doesn't tell you accurate information, and in which when they get called out, it's a miscommunication error. We need to be more careful with who we believe in SCR, because I believe that there are a lot of toxic people on both sides of the spectrum here, in which I am neutral, as I think what CG did is disgusting, and what you guys did in response is also disgusting. So you guys are both have to fix it up, otherwise you're going to turn this community very toxic very fast. Thank you for listening. This is your friendly neighborhood Stepfordian who prefers the toxicity to be stayed indoors. Period.